Good evening, VC. Dave here. Going to reply to Andrew's 1,000 subscribers contest for his channel Tales from the Crate. One of the best channels out there. Andrew shows a very wide variety of great music. Just anything you'd want to delve into, you can check out his channel and get a taste. From free jazz to blues, to rock, to folk, to anything, and that's kind of what's going on with his contest here, is to show records from different genres. So I've got just a handful here, maybe the 10 or so that he's looking for. And so the first record I'm going to show is just a absolutely beautiful record all the way around. This is a band from Milwaukee called Arctic Sleep, and there's two members, Mike Gussis on guitars and Keith D, who does bass, drums, vocals, cello, keyboard, and guitar on this. I helped with their Kickstarter, so my name is in the credits. This is a absolutely gorgeous album. The artwork is unbelievable. And this is their album, Passage of Gaia. This was released in 2014. The outer sleeve says it is progressive atmospheric doom, and I wouldn't disagree with that. So if that's a genre, there it is. The wax is gorgeous. This was the limited version for those that help support the band on this splattered vinyl. Absolutely beautiful. I'll show you this. I'll leave a link below to some of the YouTube links for this group. Michael's no longer in the band. He's got a new project, but Keith is keeping things going and should have a new album coming out maybe late this year or early next year. So I'll be looking forward to that. I absolutely love their music. It's heavy in all the right ways. And that's Arctic Sleep, Passage of Gaia. This was self-released back in 2014. The next genre would be punk, and going with Andrew on this, I have original UK pressing of Fugazi Instrument from the soundtrack. This is the soundtrack to the Jem Cohen documentary, and if you haven't seen that documentary, I highly recommend it. We went to a showing of Jem Cohen's documentaries on Instrument was included at an art gallery here in Charlotte. Absolutely wonderful experience. And this is one of my favorite Fugazi albums, if not my favorite, and that's Instrument. This is from '99, original UK press on Discord, out of DC. The next genre would be trip hop. I was really into this group back in the 90s, and they have reformed to put out a few 12 inches recently. That's Massive Attack, and this is Ritual Spirit, and they actually have brought Tricky back into the fold, who had been disengaged from this band for quite a long time. This is a hard one to get a hold of. Had to get this from England. This is the gray vinyl, very heavy duty, beautiful album. Just really good. Massive Attack. Yeah, check this out if you haven't seen it. So the next genre would be sticking in the UK, electronic. This is Clark. He's one of my favorite electronic artists. This is his offering, Flame Rave. Really, really cool release. The song To Live and Die in Grantham has an amazing video. I'll leave a link below to that. Highly recommend checking out any of his records. He's on the Warp label, and that's Clark Flame Rave. This came out a few years back. He did a soundtrack for the movie, well, it's not a movie, it's a TV series, The Last Panthers, which is about the real life Pink Panthers from Serbia. It is unbelievable. And then his album that came out after that was Death Peak, and it's one of the most remarkably sounding records I've ever heard. Just amazing, and I really love this EP right here, Flame Rave as well. So check that out. So the next genre would be rap, and Andrew being in California, I figured I'd go with this record here, and that's on Death Row, Tupac, California Love, original 12-inch with 4 versions of the track. This is from '95. Absolutely badass. The next genre would be hardcore, and it really doesn't get any better than this group. I grew up in New York, and these guys are still playing and touring, and just came down to Chapel Hill, not too far from me. I had a friend who was able to go. I had planned on going but couldn't make it, so I'm a little bit bummed about that. But that would be Unsane, and this is on the Amphetamine Reptile label. This is the recent reissue from 2016 of the original. This is the Scattered, Smothered, and Covered record. Got the famous song Scrape with a bunch of skateboarders wrecking everywhere. Leave a link below to that. It's one of the best hardcore videos ever. Unsane, out of New York. This was released way back in the 90s. Next genre would be free jazz, and would be one of my recent acquisitions that I've shown recently. Just spun this the other night, and that is the Giuseppe Logan Quartet on ESP disc. It's original, I believe, from the mid-'60s. You've got Giuseppe Logan on sax, tenor, alto, and Pakistani oboe. Milford Graves on drums. Don Pullen on piano, and Eddie Gomez on bass. For me, on this side 2 really is where it picks up. Love this record. This is definitely not for everyone. This is definitely free jazz, that's for sure. Next genre would be, would be R&B. I really don't have very many records as far as soul or R&B is concerned. This would probably be the best, and that would be Stevie Wonder, Inner Visions. It's an original on the Tama label from '73. Don't need to say much about this. This is an absolute masterpiece, front to back. One of the most amazing pieces of music I own. This is wonderful. Next genre would be, I guess, psych rock. And of course, this would be a staple. I was very happy to find this at my local shop for an extremely good deal. This is from the original year of release. It's a second press. This is the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Are You Experienced? On reprise. So this is a second pressing from the release year. And this is still in the original shrink, and has the original $3.59 price tag on it. This is in dead mint condition. Couldn't believe I found this for like 20 bucks. And then the last genre I don't have any folk music from the States at all, but I do have one from Spain, and that is Enrique Montefusco. And this is a double album called Meridiana. And this was released on the Buena Suerte label, which is owned by Sony Music. This is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous record. Highly recommend checking this out if you're not familiar. He was the lead singer for the band Standstill out of Barcelona, Spain. One of the biggest bands to ever come out of Barcelona. And a band that spanned a lot of genres, to be honest. They started off singing in English and were playing hardcore. And then changed to more progressive sound and started singing Catalan, more progressive rock. And now that Enrique has left the band, he's gone back to a more Spanish folk sound. And the band also kind of went in that direction at the end with albums like Dentro de la Luz. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So that's my quick entry into the contest. Congratulations, Andrew, on the subs. It's a hell of an achievement. 1,000 subs. I think I've got 150, and I'm still blown away that anybody would pay any attention to this old guy. But hope everybody's doing well. Peace.